being grateful, like for the moment, you know. I think that's what we're here to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, this is a straight up production. Duffys Lane, baby. That's right. NFK. Check it out. The Community United Focus, Point of Impact Men's Group. This is where we are. But yo, this is my guy. You know, a lot of y'all might know him as Baldhead. You know what I'm saying? And we don't say that disrespectfully because if you know him back in the days, he used to rock that bald head nice, baby. You know what I'm saying? So you know why people would call him Baldhead. You know what I'm saying? That joint be shiny and crisp, baby, all the time. But yo, this is my guy, and I'm just welcome to be here with him today for a lot of reasons. And we'll get to talk more about, you know, me and him coming back together. But right now, I want to introduce y'all to my brother Baldhead, man. What's going on, family?
How you doing? My name is Baldhead, and
tell him what your real name is.
My real name is Ron.
Okay.
My real name is Ron Shepard. That's my real name. That's my government. But I picked up Baldhead through incarceration. Mm-hmm. So, man, I've had a journey. Let me see. Sexual abuse, drug abuse, abandonment, betrayal.
So these are all early on in life.
Yeah.
Some of these issues. So I'll be completely honest with you. This is probably one of the first of 2 or 3 times I've ever seen a distinguished man actually express that so much vulnerability, being the victim of sexual abuse and abandonment. Are those things that you are open to speaking about?
Of course.
Okay. That's why I mentioned it, right?
Of course.
See, that's why it's so important. For me, in journalism that I pursue, this is why I like to allow people to tell their story. It's not about me to prepare questions for that individual that may trigger some things that he doesn't want to be invited to or she doesn't want to be invited to. You know, I think authenticity is great and very important when, you know, people are interviewing one another because you get to expose what you want people to know, not what I want people to know of you. You know what I'm saying? Right now, where are you right now in your life? And then let's go from where you are now to where you came from.
Right now in my life, I go to Hampton University. I'm a Hampton online student, getting my bachelor's in business. I'm actually in the MBA program. So after my bachelor's, I'm going to pursue getting my master's.
Okay.
I work at How Matt Aerospace that's in Hampton. And they got contracts with the military, making airplane parts, different blade sizes. I have a for-profit business, high maintenance professional cleaning service, and I have a nonprofit called ROY, Redeeming Our Youth. So I'm doing a lot right now, but I had to go through some stuff to be able to do what I do.
So when you thought, you know, of the convenience of going back to school, because a lot of people might find that difficult, especially when we're in late ages, right?
Yeah.
What inspired you to go back to, and then Hampton University? What's going down? Historical black college. Huh?
Yeah. Motivation and inspiration is good. But to me, information keeps you up there. Education, being knowledgeable. So I wanted to go back to school to be exposed to this new world that I'm in and be able to navigate through it. So I always wanted to go to school. I promised my mother before she passed that I would go back to school. Didn't know it'd be at HBCU.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm there.
Right.
I'm enjoying it, and I'm just being present.
Proud of you, brother. Yeah, proud of you for sure.
Yeah. And so now in this plight, you've also incurred, you know, you're doing work in the community. I know you have the for-profit business, but let's talk about the nonprofit business. What is so important to you for people out there to know why your organization and your contribution to your community is so important to you right now? Why is that so important to you? You know, what's encouraging these big steps, man?
It's a passion. My line know me, but today I'm passionate, and my passion is towards the youth. That's why I have a nonprofit for youth and guidance. And Malad told me something about a month ago that I failed to say, but it was in my heart. These kids, man, they need to be loved unconditionally and be accepted. So with me, I'm honest, I'm open-minded, and I'm willing to share whatever they want to know about me. I'm very transparent. Kids will respect you when you're honest and transparent, and they can feel and sense that you ain't holding nothing back.
That's right.
So I'm willing to give my experiences, my strength, and my hope to hopefully shift something in them mentally and emotionally and spiritually to be able to not journey down the road I went. I've took all the bumps and bruises for them, and I'm still standing, and I'm here today to let them know that life is what you make it. Your life is in your head, and it's also in your hands. So I try to teach them coping skills, financial literacy, emotional intelligence, my brother, spirituality, the things give them a spiritual foundation. Because once the spiritual foundation is secure, then it's unshakable. So my goal is to reach them where they're at and tap into their potential.
That's important. I love that you said that, because a lot of times people want to reach people and they want to reach them and they want to bring them to where they are. But they don't realize that you have to ascertain what is a person's goal, what is a person's need. You know what I'm saying? And you specify that is very important.
Yeah.
With your work, you know, we've done some things. You've been home how long now? How long have you been back in the Free Society?
March 15th will be 3 years.
3 years. And look at all that you're doing. Man. You know, for me, I always know when I was moving and seeing myself elevate was like the inspiration to me. What does it do to you to see yourself taking the steps, see yourself, you know, doing the actions? You know, what does that mean to you, bro?
It means everything, man. I love helping kids, really. That's my passion. And to be able to see my life transform from a caterpillar to a butterfly, but it's a process in between that.
Yeah.
And I've learned to embrace the process.
Yeah.
And I don't cheat myself because I stay in the process. And the process is not always comfortable. I don't always know what's going on, but I stay in the process because the best version of myself is going to come out through the process.
That's right.
Things like integrity,
that's right.
Resilience,
that's right. That
endurance, pressure.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, and the diamond got to be cut multiple times. So I got to be cut multiple times to get the best out myself.
Come on with it.
You understand what I'm saying? So I just, man, like, I love what I do, man. I have a passion for it.
And so now you've been 3 years.
3 years.
Right. And then you say now, what else, what other things are you doing outside of just, you know, your basic, your schoolwork and, you know, your education? What other things are you contributing that you feel are pointing to yourself, but also pointing to other people? What other things are you doing?
The most important thing I learned how to do is serve. Serve and be the best example I can. I serve on every level I go to. I look on that level how I can serve and make this level a better place than I found it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I look to serve, man. I serve. I look for people's needs. I keep my ear to what's needed, and then I go back in my lab and try to produce it and bring it forth. So now it's not a need. Now you have it. Now what are you gonna do with it?
Come on.
So I've learned how to just get rid of all excuses, crutches, things and people to get in my life that if my spiritual foundation is not strong, I can easily be distracted.
And you know that's key.
That's key to me.
Foundation. What are you building? What are you cultivating your foundation on? And that's something that a lot of people don't think about. You know what I'm saying? You know when you know, Levi, you know when you ever see a farmer, right? The first thing the farmer's concerned about what? The soil,
ground.
right? The earth in which he's cultivating his vegetation, his produce or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, cultivating and making sure that you're bringing yourself up in the right environment, the right ambiance, being in the right places with the right people doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. So now we met back again. We came back together. Because, you know, we definitely comrades in, you know, in the barbed wire city. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, in the barbed wire city. But now we here.
Yeah.
And what has the journey been for you since we and you have reunited? What are some of the things that you've had the pleasure of experiencing? Because I'm seeing you work, brother.
I've had the experience, man. Out Hampton, excuse me, I used to coach a football team, the 10 and 11U and 12 and 13U. And in practice, as Brother Malad just said, I always gave metaphors to practice how they can make it practical in their daily lives.
Right.
I want to always show them that what you're doing in practice will pay off in life.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? So like you just spoke about the soil. I tell kids, the soil is your heart.
That's right.
The seeds are the words that you tell yourself and you let people speak into your life. And if you're not careful of those seeds, you will have to go back and pull them seeds up because they're bad seeds. And everything in the seed, everything we need is actually in the seed. So I want kids, my slogan for my nonprofit is from potential to purpose.
Come on.
From potential to purpose. Everybody has potential. Everybody has potential. Everybody has a purpose. And my goal is to help the kids, man, see that they do have potential, that they're loved, that they're heard, that I see them. That's important for people to know that you see them.
Right.
So I push, I see you. What do you need? I'm active. I'm present. You know, when I was a kid, my father used to buy me presents. And they were good.
Okay.
But what I really wanted was his presence.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
He bought me presents, but I wanted his presence. That meant everything to me.
Man.
You know, so you know, I bring my presence every time I talk to a child or hear that. Like I'm present.
Well, I'm grateful for your presence.
I'm present.
You know what I'm saying? Since we've reunited, you know, you came on board. You're the vice president of Community United Focus now. You're a member of men's group. You know what I'm saying? Thorough member. Like, bro, like, what impact do you wish to leave behind in the legacy of the work that you're doing with Community United Focus and men's group?
The focus I would like to leave behind.
The impact. What impact are you striving of legacy to leave behind with Community United Focus and men's group?
I want the kids to believe, man, it's possible. And the legacy is what I leave in them.
Come on, that's what we do.
It's what I plant in them.
That's what we do.
So I'm in the planting business. I'm in the farming business with the hearts. That's the business that I'm into. So I know what I'm doing. Whether they know, I know what I'm doing. So I'm helping them to, I'm instilling things in them that when I'm long gone, they're gonna be like, man, bro, Ron or Baldhead told me that. You know what I mean? So I plan on leaving spiritual principles, spirituality, however they want to do it, to know who God is to them, have a God of their understanding.
Okay.
And to build a relationship with that God of their understanding.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, because I've learned, man, without God, I can't do nothing.
And we always say, yo, you know, as my mentor always quoted to me, man, legacy is not what you leave behind for people. Legacy is what you leave inside the people, man. And this is the most important thing. And we, you know, this is why we always speak to love, justice, and integrity as the principles of our organization. And we also always speak to people realizing how important it is to have good, upstanding character, man. You can be in the worst place of all that you feel in your life, but if your character exemplifies and exudes, you know what I'm saying, a distinguished individual, people are gonna always respect you, you know. So now you got your life moving, you're here, you're doing work with us, you know what I'm saying, and you're doing your own work, you're making a big statement out there in Hampton, you know, what is it to you right now? Why is it so important for you to be a trailblazer in Hampton as far as moving the youth and peers in the right way?
Well, Hampton is very fruitful. Hampton is prosperous, and Hampton is growing. And it's a lot of good soil in Hampton. Hampton is a good birthplace to bring a new mindset and a change of heart to the people. I love Hampton. I love it. I live there now. I love Hampton. And Hampton to me is a good ground for me to start doing what I'm doing. And there's other organizations out there doing what they're doing.
Right.
And and I've done the research. There's none doing what
it is specifically that you
what we're doing.
Oh wow, I like this. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Still red? Okay, so number one, I am incredibly proud of you, sir, for taking on this message or this this initiative to help the children. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, could you remind me the name of the organization?
Roy,
Roy, and it stands for Reclaiming Our Youth. Is that right?
redeeming our youth.
Redeeming Our Youth.
Correct.
Okay, so what's the inspiration for that name? Where have these kids gone? What are you reclaiming them from?
Okay, the name comes from my father. It's my father's acronym. So I'm trying to reclaim them from the mindset of what they think they can't be.
Okay.
So redeeming is to bring something new out of something that already exists.
Okay. And there's something that you said earlier that really stuck with me about meeting kids where they're at. And to me, you showed a whole lot of humility as a leader because it almost seems like you're not trying to expect children to respect you just because of your age, just because of your experiences, just because you had an experience in being locked up. You want to see, it seems like you want to earn the respect of youth, even if a lot of other people our age or older who've experienced more, they expect kids to respect us. And I think that you have a different mentality. You still want to earn it, even if you feel like you already deserve it.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Tell us why though.
Yeah.
Why? Okay. To me, example is everything. And the kids run the neighborhood. I be the best example that I can. I walk out what my message is. You know what I'm saying? And is sometimes it's mind-boggling, it's challenges, but I understand that everybody has their own personality. And I don't want no kid feeling left out or left behind or not being heard.
Okay. And you say that you want to meet these children or the youth where they are. So could you elaborate a bit on where the kids are? Where are these kids right now?
Well, they can be in poverty. They can be in gangs, wherever they are at. I experienced that being in prison, and I was well liked. Bloods, Crips, Latin Kings, because I always moved in the principle of respect. So today, man, I just try to be the best example that I can and let them see what a man looks like. A man is a provider and a protector. I provide for the kids and I protect the kids. They see that daily.
Okay. So why do you think children are in these circumstances? Obviously, poverty is entirely out of their control. It's really just their environment and their parents. But let's say something like violence or gangs. How are they finding themselves in those situations?
To me personally, I feel like they're just chasing after love and acceptance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So being from like the camaraderie of like people supporting, like what do you mean there? Can you expand?
Can you say that one more time?
So like the love from who? Like other members of the gang?
No, just love in general.
Okay.
You know, kids are attracted to what they see, and what they really want to see is love in action.
Okay.
They want to see love in action, and in my opinion.
Okay.
So that's what I strive to be the best I can be, man, and be there for the kids. Listen to their story. Don't judge their story. Listen to their story. Dig within them, and get them to pull out resolutions for themselves.
Are there any like particular lessons that the children are most receptive to? What are they most eager to learn?
Wow, what are they most eager to learn? That's a good question.
But that's a question only they can answer.
I was about to say that.
That's why I like, I always like to. I'm always curious as what is your goal?
Right.
I want to know what the youth goal is.
Right.
When he or she tells me what their goal is,
right. Because I don't want to tell them what it is. I want them to tell me what it is, and then I'm gonna be a mentor to you, and you be my mentee, and we're gonna meet that goal together.
Come on, there you go.
I don't want to force my goal on you. I want you to reveal your goal to me, and we're gonna bring that to fruition.
You know, you mentioned
that's what I was telling you.
Topics like financial literacy and all kinds of other things. I'm curious if the kids. Like what lessons were they just eager to learn more about? What lessons did they ask you more questions about? You know, what were they the most eager to learn?
Are we still on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, see, the thing is, right? I can give my suggestion, or I can give my opinion of what I think. You know what I'm saying? From my observation, what I see a lot of the youth needing is guidance. You know what I'm saying? They need guidance, man. But, guidance can come in a positive way and it can come in a negative way. You know what I mean? So being there to be an example to them, as Baldhead was just saying, is really the relevant part. Because if I'm just being an example to the young man or the young lady of what a man projects in my walk, how I walk, and that child or that youth or that peer sees something in me that says to them that, yo, you know what, that's a quality that I wanna adopt for myself. You know, I want to see manifest in myself. And then they seek that knowledge, you know, and that wisdom and understanding for, you know, to understand why I walk in the way I do or what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm gonna share that enlightenment with them. But you know, it's not potentially for me to be an example to them. You know what I mean? And then whatever determination of walk of life that they want to pursue, as long as it's positive and a benefit first and foremost to themselves, their family, and their community, then I say, you know, aid a minute, man, because it's difficult to determine what they need. Because I can look at a child and I might see him and I might say, you know, to myself, I might feel like, yo, you know, youngin need to be more.
We got to cut. The audio's completely out.
Dang. A guidance and a sense of direction. You know, I get that a lot dealing with the football team. And I was just speaking off air. I'm sure now that the kids see me in a lot of like pops, aunt, big bro, little bro. And I've learned that through me dealing with the kids, like Milan says, the message is about me, the community, and the kids. That's my focus. And making sure that I'm delivering the right message. And I'm hearing their fathers come up and thank me. Mothers, I don't know where you came from, but thank you. Like my kid needed somebody in his life, a male, that can teach him what you're teaching him. And the most thing is that you're spending time with them. And that to me is priceless. It is, man. But that's priceless when you reach the child and change their mind where they're home. Now they're doing homework. Now they're respecting their mother and their father. They're respecting their friends. They're respecting themselves. That goes a long ways. And that allows me to keep investing in them. Because I'm investing in them.
I love it.
You know, one of the things is I love that, you know, we started talking about fathers. You know, we always say what we want or what we feel is best for kids. The best thing that I feel that I can help for youth is helping the home, the residents, the people that he looks up to every day, right? His mother and his father, for them to have a more solid and more uniform and structured life that they can all communicate with one another and be a wellness to each other as a family. You know what I'm saying? Holistic healing in our community is necessary. You know, we say what we want for these youth, but the thing that we have to understand is that when he or she spends that 1 hour and a half, 2 hours with me, guess what? They got to return to a certain proximity or a certain destination or a certain place. And that place it may not be the most fitting place for them to be, right? So they're leaving resolved to go to toxicity, right? So we want to work to help that foundation, that space, be a safe space. You know what I'm saying? And helping parents to learn how to parent. You know what I'm saying? How to be better parents. Not how we design or not a design lifestyle, you know, but just them understanding how they can contribute better to having a more wholesome family, you know. And I think it's important because we have right now today we have babies raising babies, and there ain't no grandmas around no more. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no big mamas. You know what I'm saying? No more. Ain't no nanas around no more. You know what I'm saying? It's because you got babies raising babies. You know, and the one thing I would love to see is, you know, more programs for families. You know, not individuals, the women and men and children. No, families. You know, so that they can work to build and break these curses, man, and clip these chains. Because one of the things that, you know, a lot of people may not understand, but this is my brother, man. Like this is my brother 10 toes down. You know what I mean? And there's not been an instance since he's been in my life, back in my life, should I say, and I'm starting to get emotional, since he's been back in my life that we have not been continuously in connection with one another. You know, listen, man, we woke up every morning in each other's sight. We went to rest every night in each other's sight. You understand? People don't understand, you know, yeah, prison has its doom, but prison also had enlightenment for me, man, because I chose a certain path for myself. And that path was a path that I was going to get some reward out of here instead of just surrendering all of my life. You know, I knew that I wanted to be that distinguished man that knew how to come to society and be a contribution to myself and my family again, and and feel and know that I'm a whole man. You understand what I'm saying? Because it was easy for me to get in prison. Getting out was hard. Yeah. And staying out is hard.
Yeah, that part.
You understand?
Yeah, that part, man.
You know, getting out is hard and staying out is hard. But it's only hard for those who create that desire of low life. You understand? That desire of low life again. Bro, if you strive and you want to continue to live in that heightened life, then guess what, bro? You're going to take on all the challenges that come. Like Baldhead has met. I'm so proud of you, bro. Like, I'm so proud of you. You know, and I listen to you when I be on the phone with you all the time, and you like, man, I got to go get ready for my midterms and this and that. I'm like, man, this guy, I'm trying to figure where you getting all the energy. It's inspirational.
Yeah, man.
You know? It's inspirational, bro.
I appreciate it. Resilience, integrity, and perseverance, endurance. These are things that I live by. As a man, we should have certain principles, spiritual principles, but as manhood, as you come into manhood, then you bring your principles with you as well. So principles are very important. And I just, again, I want the kids to understand that spiritual principles are real. Just because you can't see them, you can't see your breath, but you're breathing.
Right.
Spiritual principles are real. The spirit realm is real.
Right.
But then on the flip side, I want them to see that to make it practical for them. Something that they can practice, something that they can implement in their lives and see results. That they're not working in vain. But man, I just touched on something. Now, how do I do it? It's work, man. But at the end of the day, it's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's worth it, man.
I'm telling you.
My harvest is worth it.
Yeah.
I've cried many nights, fasted. People don't see the crushing, but they get the wine out of me saying what I'm saying. But they don't see the crushing, but they want the wine. I want to give you wine, so I allow myself to get crushed.
Come on, man.
So I can give you my best part. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen nobody drink a glass of grapes. The
Yeah.
grapes had to go through a crushing.
Come on, man.
Stepping on, crushing.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
olives, to get
That
the oil
pressure.
got to be crushed.
Here we go with that pressure.
So man, like I embrace pressure. I used to run from it.
Man, what?
Man, I embrace it today, man, because it allows me to be my best version, man. It allows me to be my best self.
And you know, it's crazy that you say that because I just had it. I met a brother today that we was incarcerated with. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't know if he would like his name being mentioned that way. But yeah, man, gotta respect the man's space. You know,
right.
everybody don't want people to know that they travel certain, but they, you know, so it ain't up to me to determine when they should know.
Right.
But this brother, you know, one of the things that he said to me was, you know, he was like, man, he spoke about, you know, pressure. And he was like talking about, you know, man, you know, how, you know, he see me come from where I came from to where I am now. He was like, yo, you know, it's like a diamond, you know what I'm saying?
I see it as well.
You know what I'm saying? And he was saying that to me today. And the whole thing of it is that while he was saying that, I was giving all praise and thanks to Allah. Because I knew and understood that structure that I was able to embrace was only through the will of God, was only through the will of Allah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was so grateful. You know, people, they don't get to see you in your worstest time.
They don't.
We got to see each other in our worstest time. When you in prison, bro, you can't hide nothing, bro.
Your privacy is
Somebody gonna know what you doing
Yeah.
to some level. You understand?
Fact.
You know, and even though we all, you know, all of us who are God-fearing people and believers in God, we know God knows all things. But we're saying with the human eye,
Right.
like, man, people gonna know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if you're not official in what you're doing,
It's gonna show.
they're gonna let you know, bro.
Yes, sir. It's gonna show.
And that was one of the things that you know continued to cultivate me from the man I was, coming from, you know, where I come from, and then landing out here from Patterson, New Jersey to, you know, Naughty Norfolk. Man, I love Norfolk. I love Naughty Norfolk. I love Norfolk, man. Norfolk is
There's nothing
one,
like
man. Ain't nothing
it.
like
Nothing
it.
like Norfolk.
Norfolk is slash P Town slash, you know, Brick City slash, you know,
Nothing like it.
yeah, Duncan Project slash. Hey, man, I'm telling you. But nah, I want to thank you though for joining us, bro. And I want to thank, of course, you know, Duffys Lane, man. Duffys Lane, beautiful, productive company ran by my man Levi, man. Doing the work he does, man. Levi, you know, is one of the most inspirational journalists I ever met in my life. Like I don't, you know, I met some journalists, you know, news anchors and people like that, but this man, you know, I just have to salute him all the time, for all that he creates for our community, man. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. Like that's my brother. You know what I mean? And he ain't my brother because he been through anything with me. He my brother because I watched him. I watched this man, like he wants people to be helped.
That's important.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, bro, I was reflecting on one of the videos we did, the interviews we did, and he was talking about how for him going out interviewing people, because I asked him why is it important for him to interview homeless people, and he said for him going out interviewing people is like me. I'm a football lover, so I used to wake up every day and want to get out and get in the game. Well, for him going out interviewing people and hearing people's stories and allowing people to tell their stories, that's you know, that's the energy he gets, that's the passion he gets. You know what I mean? That was so cool to share. Like I that stuck with me. You know what I mean? So we want to thank you for coming out, man. On behalf of you know, Duffys Lane Productions and NFK, you know what I'm saying, and then Community United Focus, which you are the vice president of, and Men's Group. Man, I just want to thank you, man, and for taking your time to come out and join us, bro.
No problem. This is what I do. I just met Levi, honestly, and I came in the room, and as he was setting up, it's amazing what y'all don't see off camera that I see off camera.
Mm-hmm.
And he's authentic, he's honest, he's active. I seen that in his work, in his detail here.
Mm-hmm.
I watch people.
Yeah.
He's active, like he's involved.
Involved.
And he's very authentic. He's honest, he's open, he's willing. I see all that. I see character, I see endurance. I see a lot of stuff in the short time that I've met him. And you know, I watched him do some things that I really admire about him.
Yeah.
You know, just his setting up, but his preparation. Preparation is key to life. Preparation. What am I doing before life comes my way? So I can endure and go through and be resilient and keep my integrity, which is what people don't see.
Yeah.
I do it anyway. I do the next best thing.
Yeah.
Because integrity is what you do when people ain't watching.
That's right.
And if they had hidden cameras on me and my life, we putting in work.
Yeah.
We ain't shaking and baking up here, saying things that sound good.
Yeah.
When I leave here, I got to go back. I got to go to Richmond and speak tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm putting in work to make sure my community is better off than what I found it.
Come on.
That's what I'm doing. And my heart is in it. My last heart is in it. We passionate about what we do.
Passionate.
We ain't faking jacks.
Nah.
We in them trenches, we in the streets.
Love this.
We making a change. God changed us. He's transformed my life. And we want to see
Man.
everybody else's life transformed the way ours are transformed. You're not too late. You're not unreachable.
Come on.
You're not forgotten.
You're just beginning.
You're just beginning, man. And it's a process. I live by trust the process.
That's right.
I don't understand what's going on all the time, but I trust the process because the process is where I belong.
Hey, man.
And it's a beautiful thing, man.
We thank y'all
I
joining
thank
us,
you,
man.
Thank you for even putting me out here. Like I really do.
Please give us some comments on,
Yeah.
you know, just go on Duffys Lane, any of the interviews that you see, please feel free. Give us your comments, man. And if you want to get with us, DM us. You know what I'm saying? That's right. DM Duffys Lane, Levi, man, FK, man. You'll get a nice response real quick. All right.
We'll be on the phone crying, but like, we serious about this, man. I know we're going off air, but we'll be on the phone crying, trying to make our community better, man. We not faking. We on the phone literally crying. Grown men crying. We want to see our community better off than what we see it now.
Bro, yeah.
So we putting in work, man. I call it sweat equity. It's spiritual. And it's gonna bring a return.
Yeah,
It's gonna bring a return.
yo, y'all be good and safe.
Y'all be good, man. Be blessed intentionally. Have a blessed day intentionally.
It's only a moment, man. It'll
Yeah.
pass.
Love y'all. Thank y'all so much.
All right. Yeah, that was cool.